In 2010, when Nintendo released Donkey Kong Country Returns, the company got a little obsessed with bananas. Former Nintendo employees Kit and Krysta revealed that to promote the game in the US, Nintendo bought over 7,000 bananas. You see, they had an event coming up where game journalists could try out the game a little before it was released to the public. And the centerpiece of this event was a 10-foot tall stack of real, fresh bananas. Those 7,000 bananas had to be transported to the venue in New York, while Nintendo's staff were based on the other side of America. Sounds tricky, but the event was a success, although it ended up running way over budget. Those 7,000 bananas can't have come cheap. Oh, and if you're curious, all of the bananas were donated to a food bank after the event was done. As Krysta put it,
you don't want that headline, Nintendo dumped 7,000 bananas into the Hudson River for some PR gimmick.
So, in America, Nintendo built a huge pile of bananas. Meanwhile, in the UK, Nintendo staff had a different idea for how to get people talking about Donkey Kong Country Returns. Their idea also involved bananas, but unlike Nintendo of America, Nintendo's UK staff didn't have to buy a single banana. The customers would provide the bananas instead. Let's talk about how Nintendo sold a video game for a bunch of bananas. So, our story starts on the 1st of December 2010. It's just 2 days before the UK release date of Donkey Kong Country Returns, and all of a sudden, Nintendo puts out a press statement which reads, "Calling all ape action fans, Friday, December the 3rd sees the return of gamers' favourite ape duo in the release of Donkey Kong Country Returns. To celebrate the latest installment of the classic Donkey Kong franchise hitting the shelves, Nintendo Wii is teaming up with leading games retailers, Game and Game Station, to give away the first copies of the game for Donkey Kong's favourite currency, bananas. The first 20 Donkey Kong Country Returns fans to present a bunch of bananas at game stores in Oxford Street, London and Merry Hill, Dudley, or Game Station at Prospect Centre, Hull, can take home the game for free." So there you have it. It's a pretty simple premise. Bring a bunch of bananas into one of these 3 different game stores, and if you're one of the first 20 people to do so, you get to walk away with a copy of the new Donkey Kong game for free, or I guess almost free. A spokesperson from Game said, "Donkey Kong is as crazy about bananas as ever in this new take on a classic game. They're a kind of currency, so why not let Donkey Kong's biggest fans use them to buy the game? We want to see imagination on Friday morning. Fancy dress, bananas aplenty, anything goes." So, this announcement was made on Wednesday the 1st. Just 2 days later was the critical day, Friday the 3rd of December. But would anyone actually show up to these shops brandishing a ripe bunch of bananas? Only time would tell. Well, to cut a long story short, when Friday morning rolled around, it was pretty clear that the event was a hit. Take a look at these photos taken outside the game store in Oxford Street, London, and you can see a long line of people queuing up well before the store's opening time of 9 a.m. Nintendo described hordes of people showing up to the 3 stores, and yeah, I think this looks at least pretty close to what I'd call a horde. And if you zoom in, you can see people holding bananas in their hands, in a shopping bag. Oh, and of course, a whole bunch of people in gorilla costumes. Now, Game did tell people to come in fancy dress, but I have a sneaking suspicion that these gorillas are actually Game employees. After all, what are the chances that each of these gorilla costumes match each other perfectly? I smell a conspiracy. But among the non-gorilla suited customers, these 2 men were the first in line outside London's Oxford Street game store. The very first customer was Londoner Roger Tantchev, who told the press, "I love the Donkey Kong games. I would have queued up to get my hands on it as soon as possible anyway, but to have got the game for just a bunch of bananas is a huge bonus." And a huge bonus it was, as the store opened at 9 AM sharp, and Roger, along with another 19 customers, headed to the checkout to grab their free copy of Donkey Kong Country Returns. This particular photo really made me laugh when I saw it. The pure glee on this woman's face as she exchanges her bunch of bananas for the Donkey Kong game is truly unparalleled. And that feeling of glee makes total sense. Donkey Kong Country Returns cost £45 British when it was released back in 2010. But a bunch of bananas costs just a fraction of that. I've just logged onto Tesco, one of the UK's biggest supermarkets, and you can get one banana bunch for 75p. That's a 98% discount from the game's retail price. And we're talking 2024 prices too. Those people standing outside Game in 2010 likely paid less than 50p for those bananas. This game was close to free. One internet user commented, "They're just gibbon it away," while another wrote, "That's quite appealing. Ha ha ha, very clever." Of course, this was a very limited promotion. Across those 3 stores taking part, only 60 people got to take advantage of the banana deal. And in return for giving away 60 copies of the game for a very, very low price, Nintendo secured a whole bunch of press coverage for their brand new Donkey Kong video game. And hey, it's 2024 and I'm still talking about this banana thing now. A successful marketing stunt if ever I've seen one, and a lot cheaper to pull off than piling 7,000 fresh bananas on top of each other to create a big banana heap. But hey, whatever you gotta do to get those video games flying off the shelves. Hi there, thanks for watching this video. Sorry about my voice, I'm currently a little bit sick, as you can probably tell, but as they say, the show must go on. If you want to support videos like this, then consider signing up to my Patreon page. Patrons get access to behind-the-scenes updates, polls, sometimes bonus videos as well. So if you're interested in any of that, then you can check it out at patreon.com/thomasgamedocs. Which leads us into an extra special thanks to my $10 patrons. Floaty Oats, Fallen AJ, Candy Crystal, Kelly Wright, Michael JHD, Next Level, Michael Gunter, Daryl Jero, Lucas Little, Cyprian Eov, Joseph Maltby, Jim Gilsonan, Eli Birnbaum, and Evan Kinney.